Every luxury handbag begins the same way, with a living animal and an industry built entirely around respecting its value. At a licensed crocodile farm, workers carefully guide mature, farm-raised animals from transport crates into holding pools. Each one carries an identification tag, tracking its origin back to the very beginning. A licensed veterinarian examines every animal, checking scale pattern, skin condition, and overall health. Digital calipers measure belly width. Nothing moves forward without certification. Inspected animals are sorted into classification pens: premium belly grade, standard grade, and juvenile. Every classification determines exactly where this skin will end up. In a regulation-compliant processing chamber, trained technicians follow strict international welfare protocols under direct veterinary supervision, prioritizing precision and minimal handling time. In the skin removal hall, technicians use specialized curved blades to separate the valuable belly and flank skin along exact anatomical lines, preserving the maximum usable hide. Remaining meat is processed separately on completely isolated lines, following food safety regulation. Nothing here is wasted. The raw hide is washed under high-pressure jets, gently brushed clean, and inspected under bright light for any imperfection. Salt is spread evenly across the hide surface, drawing out moisture, preserving it before the tanning process begins. The hide is rehydrated in alkaline soaking baths, then carefully fleshed by hand, a delicate process requiring exceptional skill to protect the fragile exotic skin. This is where a $50,000 handbag truly begins. Now the true artistry begins. In the luxury handbag atelier, master artisans hand-stitch every panel using waxed linen thread and traditional saddle stitching, each stitch placed through pre-punched holes with meticulous precision. A single handbag can take dozens of hours to assemble. Gold-plated hardware is fitted by hand: clasps, buckles, zipper pulls, every piece inspected for flawless plating before it touches the leather. Luxurious interior lining is hand-fitted, aligning seams perfectly with the exterior shape, transforming a simple shell into a complete structure. The assembled bag is placed over shaping forms and gently molded by hand into the brand's signature silhouette without ever disturbing the delicate scute pattern. Dyed hides are stretched onto wooden toggle frames to dry under controlled humidity, creating a striking pattern across the drying room. Finishing compounds and buffing wheels enhance the natural scute texture, bringing out the signature glossy or matte luxury sheen. Every finished hide passes a final inspection under color-accurate lighting, checked, photographed, cataloged, and linked to a unique digital identifier. Master pattern makers study each hide's natural beauty, planning handbag panel layouts that showcase its most striking texture. Precision cutters follow that plan exactly, cutting handbag panels with extraordinary care to minimize waste and maximize beauty. And the leather's edges are skived thin, preparing them for the seams that will define a masterpiece. Now the true artistry begins. In the luxury handbag atelier, master artisans hand-stitch every panel using waxed linen thread and traditional saddle stitching, each stitch placed through pre-punched holes with meticulous precision. A single handbag can take dozens of hours to assemble. Gold-plated hardware is fitted by hand: clasps, buckles, zipper pulls, every piece inspected for flawless plating before it touches the leather. Luxurious interior lining is hand-fitted, aligning seams perfectly with the exterior shape, transforming a simple shell into a complete structure. The assembled bag is placed over shaping forms and gently molded by hand into the brand's signature silhouette without ever disturbing the delicate scute pattern. Fine brushes apply multiple thin layers of edge paint, building a smooth, glass-like finish, the true signature of luxury craftsmanship. Premium conditioning cream is massaged into the leather by hand, enhancing its natural luster and protecting it for decades of use. Every finished bag faces uncompromising quality inspection. Every stitch, every hardware piece, every surface detail checked against exacting standards. A unique serial number is stamped into the lining, alongside official documentation certifying legal, sustainable sourcing. The finished piece is wrapped in a branded dust bag and placed into a rigid presentation box, handled only with white cotton gloves. And finally, it rests in a secure, climate-controlled vault, a $50,000 object of craftsmanship, waiting for its moment. The same exotic leather that becomes a handbag also finds its way into other extraordinary luxury objects. Master craftsmen cut thin crocodile strips for luxury watch straps, working under magnification with micro tools to achieve dimensions impossibly precise. Fine waxed thread is stitched around a padded lining, each stitch spaced with mathematical accuracy, a refined miniature version of the same craftsmanship found in a handbag. Wallets, card holders, and passport covers are assembled using precision folding jigs, demanding even greater accuracy given their compact scale. Crocodile leather panels are stretched over wooden shoe lasts by hand, secured perfectly without a single wrinkle disturbing the natural scale pattern. Using traditional Goodyear welting, craftsmen hand-stitch the sole to the upper, a technique requiring exceptional strength and patience. Professional photographers capture every finished piece under studio lighting, accurately showcasing its natural texture and rich color for the world to see. In the showroom, finished pieces are arranged on velvet stands under dramatic lighting, prepared for international buyers and retail partners. Compliance officers prepare complete export documentation, CITES permits, customs declarations, authenticity certificates, satisfying strict international wildlife trade regulation. Specialized logistics staff handle each item with white cotton gloves, sealing it into secure, insured, temperature-controlled shipping containers. And finally, in a flagship boutique, the piece is displayed under sophisticated lighting, ready to meet the client who will make it truly theirs. Behind every purchase lies an entire world of expertise, care, and legacy. A personal shopping consultant presents several options on a velvet tray, discussing each hide's unique character with a seated client under warm ambient lighting. For a bespoke commission, a master artisan works directly with the client's design brief, selecting specific hide sections that match their exact vision for color and pattern. When a beloved vintage piece needs attention, skilled restoration artisans carefully repair worn edges and match replacement hardware, extending its life for generations. Forensic authentication specialists use UV lighting and microscopic pattern analysis to verify a pre-owned item's authenticity for the luxury resale market. At auction, a completed piece rotates on display for pre-sale viewing, its provenance and condition report presented alongside for serious bidders. In a museum conservation lab, a historically significant piece is preserved in acid-free, climate-controlled housing, protected as a piece of fashion history. Backstage at Fashion Week, a stylist team pairs the handbag with a runway look moments before the model walks. On the runway itself, the piece catches every camera flash as it moves beneath the lights, the ultimate presentation for this extraordinary material. In a private client suite, a longtime collector is presented with a specially reserved piece, unveiled in an intimate, exclusive moment. And behind it all, sustainability officers ensure that every piece connects back to conservation, proving that luxury and responsibility can share the same origin. This entire journey is anchored to something larger than any single product. In a protected wetland habitat, wildlife rangers monitor wild crocodile populations, an ecosystem partially sustained by funding from the very farming industry that supplies this material. At the farm's hatchery, newly hatched crocodiles emerge under careful biological monitoring, the very beginning of a sustainable breeding program that supports the entire chain. Young crocodiles grow through managed nursery pools over several years, health-checked routinely as they progress toward maturity. Veterinary scientists study skin genetics and growth optimization, continuously improving both animal welfare and the eventual quality of the leather. Independent auditors inspect the entire farm operation against international sustainability standards, certifying the chain from birth to finished product. At brand headquarters, procurement specialists confirm full chain of custody documentation before approving material for the next luxury collection. In the design atelier, creative directors plan next season's pieces around the natural beauty of selected hides. At the Global Distribution Center, finished products are quality checked once more before reaching flagship boutiques around the world. Dedicated client advisors maintain lifetime relationships with collectors, coordinating care and restoration for decades to come. And from above, at golden hour, the entire journey comes into view, from protected wetland to global luxury market, proof that extraordinary craftsmanship and genuine conservation can exist within the very same story.